Welcome back to the Opryland Hotel here in Nashville. This is actually the Gaylord at Opryland or something like that. I don't ever really know where I'm at from all the traveling that I do, but I'm coming to you today with the next part that was really a breakthrough for me. You see, when I was out there and I was talking to people, I was trying to show them my business and explain to them the value of the product and what's in it for them, right? Because people are tuned into WIIFM, right? What's in it for me? I was trying to explain all that to them. I would do the meeting and I would follow up with them, right? I would give them a call, because at the end of the day, you know, if the timing is not right, if now is not the time that someone's ready to get started and do something new, start something new, change the direction that they're headed in their life, then they're not gonna respond, right? It's not gonna get anywhere for you, or at least it didn't for me. So I would do that, and I would follow up with them. I'd call them back in 3 months, call them back in 6 months, say, hey, you know, I've made some extra money, things are still moving. You remember what I told you about? Is now the right time to get started? Is right now, you know, your time to kind of change your business? And it was still the exact same percentages. 90% of people still said no. So when I transitioned over to using the target marketing that I talked about in the other one, talking to somebody who actually wanted to buy what I was selling, one of the things that really, you know, was a huge mistake that I didn't pay attention to when somebody taught me this was actually capturing the follow-up information, capturing the lead of the person who, you know, is interested. So instead of sending them directly to a video saying, hey, check out my, you know, my deal, check out the business opportunity, check out this product or service, I think you'd really love it. Instead, I would send them to something that's called a capture page. A capture page is a little box, and it's got a place where they can put in their information, their follow-up information. And that has really been the difference for me. I got a group of people here coming up to the elevator. I guess that's the downside of filming videos in hotels. But I would send them to a place where they could put their email address in, much like what you did, to put your email address in the form to get more information. What that allowed me to do is actually capture follow-up information of people who, the contact information, right, of people who I could follow up with. And I would use something called an autoresponder. An autoresponder is as soon as they put their email address in and say, yeah, you know, Brian, I love what you're doing, I want to know more. Got kind of warm back there, huh? They say, I want to know more. And at that point, it would take them to the next step. But their email address would be in this autoresponder, and they would get drip-fed emails day after day after day. And when I had some new offer, when I had some new promotion going on, I could send an email out to my list, and now, you know, I wasn't starting over with a brand new day every single day I wanted to build my business. I was starting like standing on the shoulders of all the days previously that I had worked. I hope you can really get that, because if you're exposing people to what your product or service is before you capture their information, and by people I mean specifically strangers, right? People you don't know yet, and you're doing it through target marketing, then you're missing the boat, right? You need to capture their follow-up information, okay? I use a system called Aweber, there's others called GetResponse, but below this video I've got 2 links. One of them is going to take you to the next one. The other one's going to show you the system. You can take a look at what I use and how I use this to capture leads and follow up with them on autopilot. You see, I told you it's about timing, right? Well, they're in there, they're getting drip-fed leads. Some people make a decision right away to join me, and other people take a long time to really decide to get involved, right? I've had people on my list for over 3 years that, you know, they joined me. They got on my list 3 years ago, and I sent out an email, and the timing was right. Maybe their boss was pissing them off that day, and they say, you know what, Brian, I'm ready to get started. Maybe they were tired of, you know, having to chase their friends and family around, and at first they were like, I don't really know if this works, but they'd seen enough emails where like, wow, you know, I've watched this guy Brian grow from having a job, working 50 hours a week in a business part-time, to being able to travel around the world and live the life that I want to live. I'm ready to get started now, Brian. So whichever the case may be, 2 buttons below, click on one of them, take the next action, and I'll see you in the next video.